Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome back to another video. My name is Tawanda, and I'm the Migraine Crafting Diva. And on this channel, I do decorating on a budget, DIYs, and hauls with a sprinkle of migraine enlightenment. And today's video is going to be a fall thrift flip video. So here I'm just showing you some of the items I will be using to do these thrift flips, and I just cannot wait for you to see how they all turned out. So we're going to go ahead and get started with DIY number 1. So for DIY number 1, I'm going to be using the Waverly Antique Wax. I have this wood round from Hobby Lobby. I have this crotch from the thrift store that I picked up for 50 cents. And then I have a spindle that I already cut into little pieces that I picked up from the Repurpose project. And then I have this window cling that I purchased at the Dollar Tree last year that I'll be using. So here I am just applying the antique wax to the wood round, and then once I have it completely covered front and back, I'll go ahead and add it to the spindles that I cut up to just want to get the colors to kind of match a little bit. And then once everything is completely dry, then I'm going to go ahead and take some of the hot glue and I'll just go ahead and glue those to the bottom of the wood round. I'll glue the spindles to the bottom of the wood round, excuse me. So I actually ended up losing some footage here. My battery died, but I went ahead and you'll see on the side there that I already have the spindles glued to the wood round. So here I'm just showing you the crochet that I purchased for 50 cents, and it is so nice and heavy and thick. Like it's, yeah, I can't believe I got that for 50 cents. So I went ahead and cleaned it with some of the glass cleaner, that spray away from Walmart. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and add the window cling. So here I'm just trying to place it where I want it. I want it to be at the bottom and not at the top. So here I'm just placing it onto the glass. And look at how cute that is. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some leaves. So add a leaf, and here I'm just using the spray away bottle to hold the crochets and just in one spot, but it still rolls around. So here I'm just adding the leaves. I'm going to add one to one side and then I'll add one to the other. And look at how cute it turned out. And so here I'm adding the other one. And then once it was complete, I was going to put a pumpkin inside of it, but then I decided I'll just put lights instead. So then I went in search of what looking for lights to put in it. So I found a little tea light and I put that inside of it. And then I also had some string lights with the little leaves on them. So I put both inside to determine which one I was going to use. So here it is with the tea light. And so once I have that, I'm still not sure which one I want to use, and I'm going to put the fairy lights with the leaves on it on the inside. And so I still haven't decided which one I'm going to use, but at this point anyway. So here's just what it looks like now, and then the reveal, you'll see that I actually ended up using the tea light, and I put this, like, I have these like leaves that are supposed to be napkin rings that I picked up from Hobby Lobby a while ago, and I just put the tea light inside of it and place it onto the wooden stand, and that was it for this DIY. Really cute, easy, and simple. Let me know what you think. Okay, so we're going to move on to DIY number 2, and this is one of my favorite DIYs. So I'm using the ends of the spindle, and I have some leaves off of a stem from the Dollar Tree from last year, and then I'm going to use the Waverly wax again. I have these wooden pieces from the Dollar Tree, and then I have those burlap leaves or flowers from the Dollar Tree, and some doilies that I picked up at an estate sale, and I believe I think I got 7 or 8 of them for $5, and I got them in all different sizes. So I'll be using those for this DIY. So here I'm just taking those wood pieces from the Dollar Tree and just using the Waverly antique wax on both pieces of wood, and I'll put it on the front and the back, and then I'm also going to apply it to the spindle pieces that I have cut here. And then once everything is completely dry, then I'll go ahead and here I'm just showing you what it looks like after I stained it. So once everything is completely dry, I'll go ahead and start to make my little pumpkins, and I love the way this DIY turned out. It is so cute, and I don't have my fall decorations out yet, but the DIYs that I have created in this video, they're already out in my home. Yeah, so here I'm just putting the doilies on, just trying to place them how I want them, and trying to center the spindle onto the wood. And then I'm just trying to figure out which leaves I want to use. So I want to go kind of with just a neutral theme with just some pops of blue and green with my decor for my living room, because of my coffee bar being in my dining room, and with the bright colors of the scarecrow theme that I have in there, I just kind of want the rest of my house to kind of just be neutral. So here I am just putting those leaves in. I used the burlap one, and then the bluish green one, and I actually just ended up going with the blue ones, and then I'm going to use the burlap leaves. So here what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place just a small drop of the hot glue to place the doilies on, because I don't really want to have a lot of glue on these, because I do want to use these throughout my house. So, and I would like to use these again for another project, so I don't want to have a bunch of glue on them. So yeah, I'm just using just a little drop of glue just to glue those onto the wood here. And I actually when I was doing this, I actually thought I probably should have just used some of my spray adhesive, but we're in the process of rearranging a lot of things in our home right now because of us having, we had a leak, and so we're in the process of getting everything repaired and replaced. So a lot of our stuff is kind of everywhere, and I just didn't have time to go, and I didn't want to go searching for it. So I ended up just using the hot glue, which is fine. So here I am just using I forgot what I was going to say, excuse me. So here I'm just placing the leaves and the flowers onto the wood piece here, and look at how cute they turned out. I absolutely love them. I just love them. So yeah, let me know what you think about these DIYs, but these are, I don't know if these are my favorite or not. They're all actually my favorite. It's kind of hard to choose. So this is a different doily that I'm using, and like I said before, I'm just going to put the glue, just a dot at the edge of it, and yeah. So I'll let you just watch me do this, and then we'll move on to our next DIY. Oh, never mind, we will not. After I put the stem on and then added the flower and the leaf, I wanted them to stand up, and at first they did, but I think when I flipped over the wood, this piece of wood here that I'm working on now, as you can see, it's kind of warped, so it actually would not stand up properly. So what I ended up doing was taking a couple, I actually ended up gluing a tumbling tower block onto the back of both of my pumpkins here to help them stand. So once you'll see me trying to stand them up, and then you'll see that the one, this one here fell over. I think I got that in this video. I'm not really sure. I can't remember if I have left it in the video, if I cut it out, but here I am, I cut it out. So here I am just trying to figure out how I'm going to put these tumbling tower blocks on and where I'm going to place them. So I've never seen one of these tumbling tower blocks that had words on it, so I just kind of just showed you guys that. And then I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, I'm going to add it to the back just so I can help it stand up properly. And I'm going to take those tags off, and I'm going to go ahead and stain the backs with the Waverly Antique wax. Now, the back side of these wood pieces is a lot rougher. It's not really that smooth, so I just kind of gave it just just a really good heavy coat of the Waverly Antique wax on both of them and on the tumbling tower block. And that was going to be it for this DIY. Really easy, cute, simple, and I really love the way that these turned out. Let me know what you think, and let me know if this one would have been your favorite pick of this video. Look at how cute they turned out. I absolutely love the way these look. And like I said, I don't have my fall decorations out yet, but these are already placed in my living room. And they are so cute. I absolutely love them. Let me know what you think. So we're moving on to DIY number 3, and this is a little I don't know what to call it. A little crock, I guess, and it has strawberries on it. So my neighbor across the street had an estate sale, and I purchased this little crock for, I think I paid $1 for it. I know, actually, yeah, I think it was $1. I know I should do a haul of all the things that I picked up, because oh my god, oh my god, so many nice things. I spent $27 at the estate sale, and I came home with so many nice things, and I mean so many nice things. But I may do a haul. I'm not sure yet. But here I am. I didn't like the strawberries, and if you're a strawberry lover, you would have loved the estate sale, because she had lots of things with strawberries on them. And if you were a cat lover, you would have loved that estate sale too, because she had lots of things with cats on it. Which, yeah. So I picked this little crock up because I thought it was really cute, and I knew I wanted to do a DIY with it. So here I'm just giving it, I gave it 4 coats of plaster paint. And then once it was completely dry, I went ahead and took the that same window cling from the Dollar Tree, and I added it to the crock, and I love the way that it turned out. And the plaster gave it like this matte finish. And then I'm going to, haven't done it yet, but I'm going to spray it with the Rust-Oleum matte finish, because I actually like the color of it. It's actually, the plaster is almost the same color as it was, minus the strawberries. And I really like the way that it turned out. And I like the idea of using the window clings, because I can actually just put a new window cling on it for each season, since I do plan on having this in my home somewhere. So I think I'm going to probably just put some candy inside of it and use it as a candy dish. So yeah, but let me know if you would have painted this a different color, or if you would have painted, or if I made the right decision with painting it the plaster. And while I'm painting the lid, I'm just kind of going down from the top of where the handle is down to the end, because I kind of want my strokes to be even. And then I did something similar to the base or the jar of the crock, or I just wanted to use the foam brush and just go around so that it kind of gives it a little bit of texture. And yeah, and I think it actually came out really nice. Let me know what you think, or if there's another technique that I could have used without having to use baking soda. And I would just like to thank everyone for watching my video today, and especially my new subscribers, my current subscribers, my old subscribers. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And I hope you'll stay, and I hope you continue to watch my content, and if you like it, please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. So here I am adding some glue to the back of the window cling, only because it kept slipping off and I wanted it to stay on, and I figured glue would be easier to put on, so that I could just put it on and then it would probably just come off a lot easier than trying to use Mod Podge. So that's my theory. I don't know how that's going to work when I go to take it off, but for now it's hoping, and I'm hoping that it won't leave any residue, but if it does, I'll just have to sand it and then just repaint it. But yeah, look at how cute it is. And so that is going to be it for this DIY. So we're moving right along to our last and final DIY of the day, and I have this gourd from the Dollar Tree, and I also have a pumpkin, and I'm going to go ahead and remove the leaf off of both of them, and I'm going to give the gourd four coats of the plaster paint from Waverly, and then the pumpkin, I'm going to give it 1 coat of paint. So here I am just trying to get into all of those little creases and making sure that I cover everything up completely. I'm also going to paint the stem with the plaster paint also, and then what I'll do is once it's completely dry, I'll go back and add some of the Waverly Antique Wax to the stem on the gourd and onto the pumpkin. So here I am just working right along. So I decided not to use my heat gun and just to let it dry, as you know, because I didn't really want the paint to kind of bubble and crackle, and sometimes it does that with certain projects, so I didn't want to do that. So here I'm just adding a coat. Actually, I think I did 2 coats, or no, I didn't. I did a coat and a half because I had to be able to get the bottom of the pumpkins. So I put a coat and a half of the plaster onto the pumpkin here, and then once everything was complete and dry, I went ahead and I added the leaves back onto the pumpkin and to the gourd. So when you take the leaves off, you kind of have to untwist everything. So I had to when I put the leaves back on, there's like, you have to make sure you get the little wire to go through both of the little holes, and then you have to twist it. I think I twisted it twice around, just so that it would be tight on and have it like in the position that I wanted it to be, because I wanted it to kind of hang a little bit lower instead of like straight out. So here I'm just adding some of the Waverly Antique Wax to the stems. So I'm just gonna add it a little bit. Well, I'm gonna apply it really dark, and then I'll go back with a dry napkin or paper towel, and then I'll lighten it up. So here I am just doing that, and then trying to be careful not to get it onto my paint job. So yeah, so once that is complete, and that's the finished product there, and once everything is complete, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the leaves back on. So and then I have these 2 candle holders that I purchased from my favorite thrift store, and I paid $2 for both of them, and I think I purchased those last year sometime, I believe, or I think it was last year. So here I'm adding those leaves back, and then once I have the leaves and everything back on them like I want, I'm going to take my hot glue and I'm going to add it to the rims of the candle holders, and I'm going to go ahead and attach the pumpkins to the pumpkin and the gourd to the candle holders. And this DIY came out so nice, and I absolutely love the way these turned out also. So like I said before, I'm having a hard time deciding which one of these DIYs are my favorite because I like all of them. So yeah, look at how cute it is. Yeah, even with just adding that coat of paint, it just makes everything just look so much different. And I just like the light and airy look of it, the neutral look of everything. So, and then with the gold, I think it just makes it look so much nicer. So there it is. And I'm going to go ahead and add the glue like I said. And yeah, that's going to be it for this DIY. Let me know what you think. And that is it for today's video. I would like to thank you for spending part of your Sunday with me. And if you like what I am doing, please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And like I always say, be nicer, be kinder. God will love you for it. And I hope you have a blessed day. And I'll see you next Sunday. Goodbye.